Ancient Rome was not an isolated city-state, but part of a large ecosystem of various tribes and nations that occupied the neighboring lands and beyond. In this video, I enumerate the tribes and nations that were the neighbors of the ancient Roman Republic. I welcome you to my YouTube channel where I explore ancient texts. The ancient texts I explore in this channel are those that have been around for thousands of years. At the moment, I'm going through from the founding of the city by Titus Livius or Livy. This is a collection of books that covers the history of Rome from its founding by Romulus in the 750s BCE to the time when Augustus was emperor, which was close to 0 AD. If you have not subscribed, subscribe so that you don't miss any of the videos I publish. The relationship between Rome and its neighbors was a mixture of conflict, alliance, and cultural exchange. Indeed, even the economy of the Republic was interlinked with those of its neighbors. For example, Rome often imported corn, its staple food, from the lands of the Etruscans. When you read Livy's books, the following tribes are mentioned as the neighbors it interacted with the most. The Latins. The Latins were at the core of the formation of the Roman identity. Indeed, the earliest identity of Rome was the amalgamation of migrants from Troy and indigenous tribes to create the Latin tribe. The Latin city of Alba Longa was the source of Rome, as it is where Romulus and Remus, the legendary founders of Rome, came from. However, as Rome grew, the Latins sometimes were enemies and other times allies. The reign of Tullus Hostilius, the second king, witnessed Rome's aggressive expansion with attack on Latin cities, including Alba Longa. Despite these conflicts, the Latins outside Rome maintained their independence, engaging in a delicate dance of warfare and diplomacy with the burgeoning city. Notable Latin towns such as Tusculum carved their own path in the shadow of Rome's ascendance. Etruscans. A neighboring tribe of considerable significance was the Etruscans, occupying the land known as Etruria. This native tribe established powerful city-states like Lucium, Tarquini, Caere, and Veii. These cities were ruled by monarchs and tyrants. Notably, Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, the last king of Rome, when expelled from the city, sought refuge among the Etruscans. Even though his father, Lucius Tarquinius Priscus, had been a Greek from Corinth, he was born and brought up among the Etruscans. Despite their complex political landscape, the Etruscans shared common beliefs with their neighbors, including the Romans. They embraced polytheism and the practice of augury, which was reading signs in nature. The Volscians. Among the tribes bordering ancient Rome, the Volscians emerged as formidable adversaries. Their tenacity in conflict almost led to the conquest of Rome on several occasions. Forming alliances notably with the Augury, the Volscians aimed their spears at Rome in coordinated attacks. Their clashes with Rome created a gripping saga of rivalry and resilience. Indeed, Rome embraced the policy of paying soldiers for the first time in 406 BCE as a strategy to counter the force of the Volscians, who had just massacred a significant size of its army in a garrison at Verugo. The Anisi, another neighboring tribe, played a role in the conflicts of ancient Rome. At times they fought alongside Romans, while in other instances they formed alliances with Rome's enemies, in particular the Volscians. The Sabines. The Sabines, dwelling in the lands surrounding Rome, shared a tumultuous history with the city. Initially engaging in conflicts, the Sabines eventually found alignment with Rome over time. Appius Claudius, the ancestor of the Claudian family, which provided some of the most powerful men in the ancient Roman Republic, including Julius Caesar, Augustus, and Tiberius, was a Sabine who had migrated to the city. The Rutulians. The Rutulians, existing on the land long before the rise of Latins and Rome, were ancient antagonists whose hostility prompted the union of migrants from Troy and an indigenous tribe, creating the Latin tribe. The arrival of Aeneas from Troy made the Rutulians very uncomfortable, especially him befriending Latinus, and that forced them to attack this new alliance, and that cemented the identity of the Latins. Other tribes. Beyond these prominent tribes, ancient Rome's neighbors included a diverse array of cultures and peoples. The Greeks residing in Cumae brought their own flavor to the cultural melting pot. The Samnites, Aquae, Umbrians, Campanians, Picentes, and Marsi each contributed to the rich tapestry of Rome's surrounding, leaving an indelible mark on the city's history. If you found this video interesting, take a moment to strike the like button. I also welcome your comment. See you in the next video.